What are you going to be for Halloween, Dannibal?
The Mimic from Mortuary Assistant.
Ooh. What is that? I played that game. I even left a bad review because it didn't work very well.
Oh my God.
And then I went back and edited it and said, it works.
Oh my God, I love the Mortuary Assistant. It's one of my favorite horror games. I've gotten...
How many hours do you have?
Oh, hold on. I can tell you. Let me check my Steam. Because I actually have all the achievements on that game. Because I love that game. Let me see. How many hours do I have in that game? 310 hours.
How? What are you doing? How did the gameplay loop doesn't change? You're a monster.
I told you I love that game. Because, okay, part of it is I play it every time that they have like seasonal updates because I like to see the decorations. Also, there were updates to some of the scares, and so I want to see if I can get the new scares. Plus, there's one super, super, super rare scare that I have yet to get. I've seen 2 people get this scare, and I have yet to get the scare. I want this scare. So
I really liked BS. Like, it just didn't. It would soft lock me all the time when I started because I played when it first came out, and I'd get soft locked on stuff, and it would be like raining inside, and like just weird stuff would happen. I'm like, is this a scare or is my shit broken?
Yeah,
I don't know. But I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. It's like a horror game that doesn't overstay its welcome.
Yeah.
And the gameplay loop is actually pretty fun. I'd go back if I was playing more games. I'm just not playing that much.
Also, I will say the other thing that I like is now they have it where you can, I don't know when the last time you played it was, but now you can adjust how frequent the scares are. And if you set it to 100%, it is really challenging to beat that timer because the more scares there are, the quicker you get possessed. And so it's basically a timer. And it is very difficult to find the body and cremate the correct body in the time limit you have. And I love challenging myself. Sometimes I don't make it. But, I've gotten better. It is a challenge.
I didn't even know getting possessed was a thing.
Yeah, that's how you die.
Losing?
Yeah, that's how you die.
You just die that way. Okay.
Well, I mean, there's 6.
This is never lost.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Well, there are 6 endings, and being possessed is one of the endings for sure. So.
Yeah, there was some in the basement. I remember I did all of them. I did all the things.
Yeah.
There's a lot of basement stuff happening. I really like that game.
Yeah. Did you know there is a Mortuary Assistant movie coming out in 2026?
Ooh, oh, good.
There is.
I like horror movies.
Yep.
I like horror everything. We love horror everything. That's why we're talking about horror today on the Giant Enemy Crab podcast. Yay! We don't ever really get to talk about horror that much. Well, first off, I'm your host Fliz. I'm joined by our wonderful co-host Kylaremiya.
Hello.
And our special guest of the day, Danniballectergraham.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing today?
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. If y'all don't know, Dannibal streams on Twitch. We'll have them drop their link at the end. It'll be in the About section if you want to check them out. Mainly horror games. And the reason that Dannibal's here today is because I really wanted to talk about horror games, only to realize I've played no horror games this year, not a single one. Ever since I kind of quit streaming, it's hard to play it by yourself, not because of the scare, but like, it's just so much more fun when there's people there with you, I guess. Like, yeah, it's just a better thing. I tried real hard to do Silent Hill F. That did not work out for me.
Silent Hill
that
F
got returned.
Silent Hill F is so good. I'm loving it.
It looked good. I really wanted to play it. It just doesn't work with my GPU apparently. So that was real unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah. We were just talking about the Mortuary Assistant, which I think that was like 3 or 4 years ago that came out.
A while back.
That was a big hit for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the dev, I'm in the Discord for the dev of Mortuary Assistant, and he is currently working on another game, a paranormal activity game, official paranormal activity game. Like he's actually working with the movie, whoever has the movie rights. I don't remember off the top of my head. Paramount, maybe? I don't remember.
I don't know.
But he's working with them, and he's making a paranormal activity game, and he's also working in conjunction with the Mortuary Assistant movie coming out in 2026. Like he's helped write the script and he's, signed off on it, and they filmed everything. It's in post-production right now. So super exciting.
I'm always about the horror movies. Although I know you're a horror film buff as well, Dannibal. Did you see Bring Her Back at all?
I've not seen that one. I want to see it. I have not seen it.
That I can't it's good. I can't recommend it. There's some stuff in there that I can't. I laid down the night of watching it and the imagery just flashed through my head again, and I had to move around in my sleep oh, come on, let me think about something else. That was there's a scene in there that I will never forget, and I wish I had not seen it.
Oh wow.
And I'm not like that with horror movies. I'll watch anything. I love all kinds of, we've watched a bunch of great stuff in the Discord, a bunch of terrible stuff, but
oh yeah,
that there's a scene in that movie where this little boy's chewing on a knife. Ugh.
That makes me want to watch it more. The fact that they weirded you out that bad makes me want to watch it all the more. Oh, I want to see that movie.
I think you would appreciate it for what it is. I watched it with my wife, and she said, "You're never picking the movie out again."
That's so funny. So funny.
I guess we could just start with a few questions. I was kind of curious. I guess what's your first horror game experience? I know mine, but I'm always interested in what got people into horror.
So it's funny because I was never a gamer growing up. I have two younger brothers that game. They play WoW, League of Legends. I have zero interest in any of that. And so
League's reputation definitly can throw that out there.
Yeah.
You would.
But anyways, I've always been a horror fan. I grew up watching horror movies since I was a toddler. And I love haunted houses. I love Halloween. I love everything spooky, scary, you name it. And I did not know that horror games existed because I didn't have a lot of friends that were gamers. I didn't watch Twitch. I didn't watch YouTube gaming. And so my brother one day brought over his PlayStation and showed me Until Dawn. And I was like, wait, what? Horror games exist? Why didn't you tell me this sooner? So
that's wild that it was such a recent thing that got you into it, because mine goes back to original Resident Evil. You're over here playing a game from it's I just watched the movie not too long ago.
Yeah, it was crazy. And so and this is so back then I didn't have a PlayStation, so I couldn't play Until Dawn. He just showed it to me. But the very first horror game I played was Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I loved it. I loved Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Yeah, it's a classic. Such a good game.
I remember when PewDiePie, he popularized the heck out of it, at least for me. That was the only reason I even knew about that game. The horror games just in general are very niche. They're very niche genre. But yeah, Amnesia was kind of almost genre defining for a long time, especially because you had the community able to create their own levels and their own content with it too.
Yeah.
And it just
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, mods.
Yeah.
Workshop a lot. There's a lot of mods.
Oh yeah. So
that's cool.
It became this typhoon. And I remember when PewDiePie he became the horror YouTuber, and that got him so popular and just started creating so many other content creators too, and really elevated horror games for the first time in a really long time. But no, Amnesia is actually a very, very, very good game.
Yeah, it was great.
I hear that all the time. I tried it, and I think I quit when I was in the basement mixing some potions, and I was like, I am so bored. From somebody who loves horror, I was kind of shocked that I didn't like it like other people. I heard A Machine for Pigs. Is that the second one, or whatever the second one is kind of not quite it.
Yeah,
that's all I've heard.
I will say Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Now compared to other horror games that I've played, I can say it's not as good as some of the other games that I have played that are out there. But it being my first foray into the horror gaming, it was great, right? I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what I was doing. I will say the water monster has forever traumatized me. Anytime, anytime there's water in a game, I'm like, dear God, don't let there be a water monster.
There's always a water monster. That's the best part. I'm always looking for him. I think I remember the first time I played a horror game, it was Resident Evil 1 on the first PlayStation. And like there's a scene, I don't know if y'all played the first one.
I haven't played any Resident Evil games.
What?
Yep.
Go to jail. What are you talking about horror games? You ain't never played it. I mean, to be fair, the most recent iteration, actually 7 and 8 I could consider horror.
Yeah.
At least one part in 8 is really good.
6
Yeah. Oh
is
yeah.
dumb.
I'll keep my
6 is dumb.
I'll keep my thoughts on Resident Evil until after you're done telling about your first experience.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there's a scene in the game, like I was just like so entranced because it's got this like live action terrible intro where nobody can act, and you go through that. And like as a kid, I was probably like 8 or 9, and I was just like enthralled. And you go in this mansion and you're just kind of wandering around. Everything's creepy. The aesthetic is like I love that aesthetic more than any other horror aesthetic, and it's just stuck with me forever. There's a scene where you're walking through a hallway, everything's quiet, and then a bunch of dogs burst through the window and we're screaming our heads off. And immediately after that, because we screamed, my friend's Rottweiler slams up against the back window of his house and starts barking at us. And we're like doubly screaming, losing our fucking minds. Like that stuck out to me forever. And I've just had like a special place for Resident Evil in my heart ever since. Now,
That is
Resident Evil 5 and 6, not so much. But yeah, because we were talking about, I was curious what got you into horror games, Kyler, because you're like I'm not being offensive, you're like you're a self-admitted scaredy cat when it comes to horror games.
Dude, I still remember my first experience of being scared in a video game. It wasn't even a horror game, it was Halo.
I mean, the flood's kind of scary when you first encounter it.
It was, yeah, that was it. It was the scene that introduces the flood, where you got to look at like the dead soldiers like camera, and like they're all freaking out, and like something gets them, and I was like, oh my God, what's happening? And then the flood comes out. Dude, I turned off my Xbox. I remember turning it off.
And dude, no, I'm good.
Yeah, actually. And then I've never gotten over it. Like horror games are very, very difficult for me. Most of the time, if the game gives me like a weapon, usually I'm okay. Not all the times. Like BioShock, hell no. Can't.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Like that's an action sci-fi game. That's like barely a horror game.
BioShock, I couldn't do it. I tried. Like I owned the disc and everything. I tried to do it. Couldn't get through it. I played, what was it, Fear 3? Fear 3 I could get through. I think the second level, though, was kind of difficult. That's when you're in the store or whatever. That was kind of rough. But yeah, like playing horror games for me is really not my speed. I love watching them, and I love watching horror movies too. But there's something about horror games that I like. If something is chasing me, I freak out so badly. Like I just cannot handle it. It's too much.
Do you have like a physical reaction to being chased? Like you get goosebumps?
Yeah, I start
like,
shaking.
Oh,
like actually, like I get the jitters, and like I have to pause the game. And I remember, I forget what game it is. There was a horror game that I tried to play that when you tried to pause it, it doesn't actually pause the game.
Visage?
I don't think it was Visage. It was something else.
I know Visage does that as well. You have to specifically push Visage. Pause.
Yeah. And there was some monster. I hit escape or whatever the pause was, and it brings up like the menu, but the game doesn't stop. And oh my gosh.
Yeah, Visage does that.
Let me out, and it's still running you down.
Yeah, actually, it got me so bad. Oh my, yeah. No, I can't do it with horror games. Most of the time, they're too much. The other exception too is most of the time the party horror games, I'm okay until I'm alone. Then
like
the co-op
Phasmo.
Yeah, like Phasmophobia, or what's that one that we were playing with the train? Forsaken.
Choo Choo Charles. Forsaken. Okay.
Yeah. Forsaken Frontiers, like if I was by myself, I ain't moving. I can't go down that hallway.
I used to think that was funny because you'd say that and then you'd be like, hey, Fliss, play this. And you'd send me a game on Steam. And I'm like, I thought you were afraid of this. Because I wish I had the reaction that you had to the horror games. Because like, I love them, but I don't get like the amount of times I've been sitting there dead faced on stream when like a thing happens that's supposed to be scary. And I'm like, okay. Like, I'm not trying to fake a reaction, but I want to be scared. And I can't think of too many games that really like put me in fear mode, except for Visage, honestly. Like,
Visage is so good.
That was the first game. Yeah. Oh my God. I've recommended it every time I talk about horror games. I mean, there's some rough parts in there.
Yeah.
But when that lady's like peeking around the corner at you, like that got me so good the first time. Oh my God.
Visage is fantastic.
I want to say, because I'm kind of like in between the two of you, sort of. Like, I love horror games because they are more immersive. So, I think that's probably why Kyler has the reaction that you do to horror games, is they are more immersive because you're in the actual game and you're the one controlling the character, and whether or not that character lives or dies, it's up to you and the choices you make and the actions you take. So it's more immersive. And so versus just watching somebody else play it, or versus watching a movie, or even going to a haunted house, right?
Yeah.
But that's the reason I love horror games, is because they are more immersive and I like being afraid. The whole reason I play them is so I can get scared. And unlike Fliz, I'm like Kyler, I genuinely get scared when I'm playing these games. If you watch me, when I play a horror game, a lot of times I will have a heart rate monitor on. And anytime there's a chase sequence, or anytime that I have to be stealthy, my heart rate will go above 100 easily. Always. Now, normally my heart rate's between 60s and the 70s. So I genuinely do get scared in those moments when I'm having to be stealthy or I'm getting chased. So I do have that fear. I genuinely do get scared. And that's why I like playing them, because I like that fear. It's an adrenaline rush, and I love that.
Oh.
It is. It's the safest excitement you can have. Like, I'm not in any real danger, but my body doesn't know that.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's it's not that I don't enjoy them. It's just like, for me, it's so hard to actually like play them and get through them. Because like when I played Resident Evil Village, right? I did pretty okay with that game because like they give you weapons and everything moves pretty slow, and it doesn't have much jump scares. Except that one section of the game,
my favorite section.
Baby.
Oh, I love that area.
We were talking about like recording gameplay for it, and I was like, yeah, when that section came up, I hid in the closet for 45 minutes straight. I was too scared to leave because I didn't have any weapons. There's something like crawling on the ground, and I don't know where to go.
That's so funny.
And I did not want to try to figure it out. So for me, like, I just freeze up. Like I can't actually like push myself to go do it when it comes to the horror games. That's why like it's hard for me to play them. It's not that I hate them. It's just it's so difficult for me to actually like play the game.
Yeah. I mean,
that part particularly is really good for that, though. Because I forgot, they take your weapons away.
Yeah.
You're just like,
you're just a guy.
Have fun in the best part of it. I think that was the best part of that game by a mile.
I will say, so let me talk about my thoughts on Resident Evil, since we're talking about Resident Evil Village. I have not played any of the Resident Evil games, and the main reason for me is because they are more action heavy and not as horror heavy. I feel like
fair.
Because for me, again, I like being scared, and if you have guns and weapons, like Kyler even said, you're not as scared because you have something to fight back with. That's why I like a lot of stealth horror. Now, that's not to say I don't play horror games that have weapons, like Dead Space. The Dead Space remake especially, so good. Dead Space 2, excellent. Silent Hill, fantastic games. But they do a really good job, in my opinion, at balancing horror and action. So you have the action, but the horror is very much there. And I prefer it that way, where there's more horror, either where it's more heavier on the horror than the action, or at least where there's a really good balance. And I feel like Resident Evil doesn't have that balance that I prefer typically. I do like watching people play Resident Evil 2 remake. I have that one. I haven't played it yet. And Resident Evil 7, the only part that interests me in Resident Evil 7 is inside the house. Once you get outside the house, it's a little bit too actiony for me. And Resident Evil 8, somebody gifted me Village, actually, for my birthday. So I guess I have to play it. But the only part I really enjoy in Resident Evil 8 is the dollhouse. That to me is the best part of the game. I'm like, why can't the whole game be like this?
As a huge fan of the Resident Evil series, not the movies, the the doll, the big baby is the best part of that game, and then the house on 7 is the best part. It does kind of fall off. What I'm kind of like if you can play Dead Space, Resident Evil will do you just fine. If you 4, 5, and 6 are definitely like way more action oriented. But 1 has a really good balance of like, because it's not just I can shoot things and I'm out of here. Like, because you're conserving, you're not just blowing everything up, right? You're conserving ammo. You have tank controls in that one, so it's kind of like
God,
the
that's
lack
annoying.
of well, it's annoying, but it also adds to the tension. Also the static camera angles, so you can't see everything. So you could turn the corner and there's something you didn't expect. And it's more, that one has a lot more atmosphere to it than a lot of the later entries. I think you would really, if you enjoy Dead Space, you would definitely enjoy playing 7 and 8 for sure.
I have 8. I do intend to play it eventually. So there's just give it a shot. Yeah, give it a shot, and I'll ask you later how you liked it, because I know like it's really not that action oriented. Plus the story for 8's pretty. It's not as fantastical as the rest of them. Maybe it is. Oh yeah, I'm not going to spoil it.
I was going to say,
I've seen playthroughs of 7 and 8. I've seen playthroughs of all of them pretty much.
Okay.
So I know what happens.
Oh, okay, good. Because I was going to say you'd probably want to do 7 first before you do 8.
Definitely.
But yeah, if you already know what happens, then
they're definitely not perfect games. Like there's like 7, once you get to the ship, you're like, I was like, ugh, like I want to be done now.
When I watch people play that, I'm like, the ship part is so, yeah.
But it's short. It's only a one part of, not, I've played a lot more way worse horror games for sure. Like terrible horror games on Steam are a dime a dozen.
True.
Yeah, I don't. So yeah, play 8 at least. You can probably play that on your own. Actually, no, play 7. See how you like it. Start there.
I don't think I have 7. I have 8. So I'll probably just play 8, to be honest. and maybe 2, because
I don't think you'll be missing much.
And 2 remakes. I have the 2. I think I have Resident Evil 2 remake. I think I have that, if I remember correctly.
All the remakes are excellent. Like they did a really good job on those. I was curious, like, is there any scares in a game that really stand out to you? Like, do you have a memory of a scare where you're like, oh yeah, like that sticks out?
That's an excellent question. I have to think. Definitely the water monster in Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Like I said, that water monster traumatized me, and I think it was partly also because it was my first horror game, and you couldn't see it, right? It was more of like it's like an invisible monster almost. And man, also in the mortuary assistant, this is like the dumbest scare, and I know it's gonna happen, and it still makes me jump every freaking time. And I'm like, why? It's like when the old lady's like opens the door and she like looks through the door, the crack of the door. If you go over toward the door, even once it's closed, you get grabbed and pulled down the hallway. I know to expect it.
I remember that, yeah.
And it still makes me jump. And I'm like, why? I know what's going to happen. Why did I jump at this? So stupid. So dumb.
Some of the dumbest stuff is good. Like the one that sticks out to me is literally, I know y'all know, but like, for anybody who's listening, there's a series of games by somebody called Chilla, and they are my absolute favorite horror games.
Yeah.
They're very simplistic. A lot of them are folksy Japanese horror tales. But the atmosphere in them is so uncanny all the time that just being in the world is great.
I think I know what scare you're talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah, it wasn't even like there's all this creepy stuff, and this is across multiple of the games. And like there's one game where you just walk down the stairs, and this woman with her baby in a stroller comes out of nowhere, 0 to 100, and just stops in front of you. It's like, where's the store at? I lost my mind. I've never been more scared than that woman with her baby.
I remember that.
Like,
yep.
It was so good. I love Chilla's games. I don't even know what it is really about them because they're ugly. They're like clunky. There's just like so much heart put into them.
They do really good with the atmosphere.
Yeah, like. Really.
Yeah.
Speaking of the underwater monster, did you ever play Subnautica?
I've played
that has a lot of.
I've played a little bit of Subnautica. I never got into it that much.
Yeah. If you ever have time, get into it again and get out into the deep ocean.
Yeah.
Kyler, you got a scare for us?
Not like I can't really think of one that got me super bad, to be honest.
Booting up any horror game.
Pretty much. Really, like for me, it's usually like settings or like atmosphere for horror games is what really gets me more than like actual jump scares, because I just jump at everything so they don't, don't stand out. We were talking about it before, where I literally kept getting scared by the air freshener in that one horror game. Oh my god! It kept going off.
In Luto. Oh, I want to play that.
To get into the spooky mood last night, Lionel and I were playing Luto, I think it's
Luto.
called.
Yeah.
It's not brand new, but it's fairly new.
Mm-hmm.
Big Visage, big Madison vibes. I'm actually there's like, I'm kind of personally sick of the horror being an allegory for like trauma or grief, but even so, I am very curious to find out what the story is behind this game. I think I've pretty much got it, but it's like you don't know anything and you're just kind of like piecing things along. I still don't really know what we're doing and why, or why everything is supernatural or spooky, but I really like the atmosphere and it looks so good sometimes. I was kind of shocked.
It does.
I played
it's just very clean.
I played the demo a while back and I loved it. And so it's been on my wish list for quite a while. And I intended to buy it this month, but then things happened beyond my control, such as getting screwed over by Greyhound. So now I have to wait to get Luto. I'm really hoping it will go on sale during the Halloween sale later on this month, because I want to get Luto. That's like the next thing on my list to play after I finish Silent Hill F, whenever that is, because that's taking me a lot longer to play than I anticipated, because everything's working against me in the universe right now. I really wanted, that's the first straight $70 game I bought in a long time, and it just crashed on me constantly. So unfortunate.
There's nothing I could do about it.
Technical issues.
Thankfully, someone gifted me the game for my birthday. Otherwise, I would not be playing it right now because it's such an expensive game. But and it's been working really well on my computer, and I know my computer's not as good as yours, so it's really unfortunate you're having issues.
It's specific for him. Like the specific card he has, is known to have issues, which hopefully will be fixed.
Hopefully.
It seems to have issues with a lot of games where it's like you're good up and you're like, if your computer is in, this area, it's not going to work at all. If you're in this mid area, you're good up until this, final point where it doesn't work for a lot of stuff for whatever reason.
That's unfortunate. I will say about Silent Hill. I will say about Silent Hill F. I don't want to spoil it for everyone, but two of the things I love about this game, we talked about atmosphere. The atmosphere of the game is amazing. The graphics are gorgeous. It's a game that is horrifying, beautiful, but in the most horrifying way. Right?
Yeah.
Because you've played a little bit. You got a little bit into the town a little bit. You didn't get too far, but you got a little bit into the town.
I got like 2 combat and picking up items, and like I was using my dodge roll or whatever, and I was like, okay, I guess that's cool.
So you've seen how the graphics look. It's a beautiful game. It really, really is. So that's one thing. Every time I open the game, I'm just admiring how beautiful it is, even though it's horrifying. The other thing I really am loving is the monster design. It is, again, grotesque, but amazing. It's incredible. I am really appreciating it.
I was curious. It's not a spoiler. Do we get to see Pyramid Head? Is he come back?
I have not seen Pyramid Head thus far in the game, but they do have another big monster, but I won't tell you what he looks like. Yeah,
but I like Pyramid Head. Like that one scene from the Silent Hill movie where he just grabs that woman and twists. Like that is such a it sounds terrible to say it like I'm a monster or something, but like it's just such a cool scene. Like that saved that whole movie for me. Because usually video game movies, which regularly seem to be based on horror games more than anything else, are usually pretty bad.
Yeah.
Although we watched Until Dawn, we never got to talk about it. That was actually, except for maybe the last 30 minutes, like a really solid, fun movie.
Yeah.
I think you were there, right, Kyler?
I caught like I think the last fourth of it.
Yeah, it's nothing like did you see it, Dannibal?
I did.
Okay. Can you explain? There's some things wrong with it. Like I never really understood. Is it magic? Is it not magic?
I don't know.
Why are we resetting the days? What is happening here? Like, make this make sense for me. And it just doesn't.
Yeah.
And then also there's an issue where like the last 20 minutes is just running through hallways and kind of fake tension. But definite praise, because like almost all the effects in there are practical effects, which I can't say enough happy things about. And then just the first 3/4 of it were like interesting to see what was happening and where it was going. That poor I don't know her name, but the Asian girl, she got the short end of the stick every single time. No matter what. It was weird.
I will say
definitely recommend though.
I will say it's funny because Until Dawn, as we talked earlier on, is the first game that I saw. It's not the first one I played, but it's the first horror game that I saw, which got me interested in gaming. That was like 9 years ago. But because I didn't have PlayStation, I couldn't play it. So last year, Until Dawn came out on PC around the same time that Silent Hill 2 Remake came out. And I was like, I can only afford to buy one or the other. So I bought one in October and I bought the other one in November. And my friend's like, get Until Dawn. That's the first game that ever got you into gaming. You should play that one because you've been wanting to play it.
Yeah.
I was like, sure. So I spent $60 and got Until Dawn, and I regret that decision.
I heard the remake kind of shot itself in the foot with the lighting and changes they made that were supposed to be better. And made it really.
The things I had problems with, two things, main things. I heard that there were some changes to like some of the choices and dialogues, and that I'm not familiar with since I've not played the original, so I can't comment on that. But I had issues with the graphics and with the frames, because even when I first initially started the game, I had it set to high for graphics, and it looked awful. People would come to my stream and they were like, why does it look so bad? I'm like, I don't know. The graphics are set to high. But it looked so bad. And so I eventually set the graphics down to low, eventually all the way to low. And the reason being is every cutscene, my frames would drop to like literally single digits, like 5 frames per second. It was so frustrating and so annoying. I would have to pause the game and wait a few seconds for the frames to drop and then come back to normal me to play the game. And I was like, I hate this. And so
Yeah.
those were the two issues. I don't know if it was just not optimized well. I don't know if there have been updates since then. I did finish the game, but I was like, I wish I hadn't spent $60 on this game. So
Yeah, I think that was the general consensus. Is everybody was like, we could have just played the original. Like that one was the better one.
yeah.
Like they tweaked the lighting. Apparently, the biggest complaint I saw is the lighting was tweaked and it like shot the atmosphere in the foot. Like when you can see everything, it becomes less scary, I guess.
Oh yeah.
So
the gameplay itself and the choices I didn't have an issue with. I did find most of the characters I felt insufferable, to be fair. And I was like, I really don't care if we save any of these people, to be quite honest, because they're all insufferable.
Well, that's how I felt about the quarry. I wanted everyone to die. Oh my god! I purposely, I'm always like, if I play a game like that, I'm saving everybody because I want the best ending.
Yeah.
The quarry was the first game I played, like storytelling game like that, where I was like, nah, you're falling in a bear trap face first, and I'm gonna make this happen, and then I'm gonna cheer when you die. Your girlfriend too. Y'all suck. That one will forever have a place in my heart because I was so into that game, and then I flubbed like one quick time event at the very end, and it killed everybody. And I never went back to see what happens if I fix it. I was too mad.
Oh no.
Fun games. I like that genre though. I've had fun with them when I played them.
Yeah, I've enjoyed those. The basically choices matter games. I'm not good at quick time events. So I panic.
So the choices don't matter. Everybody just dies. Join a Dannibal stream.
It's so bad. I really try, but I'm not good at quick time events. And then sometimes this actually happened to me when playing Silent Hill F. It's not a quick time event, but I need a new keyboard. My keys sometimes randomly pop off. At the most inopportune times. Like I was in a fight against a monster in Silent Hill F, and I needed to back up, and my S key popped off.
How does that even work? You need to update. You got some work to do.
It's the worst possible timing. So it happens sometimes during quick time events too. Like you need to press W and my W key pops off, and I'm like, it doesn't work. It's a problem. But
speaking of your recent streams, is there anything you've played this year that stands out, or anything that you would recommend for the horror fans? Like, because I've played a lot. Nothing really beat, like I said, Visage for me. Like that was peak horror. And I've always kept an eye out. I remember Madison was pretty good. And then all the Chilla games I like, but like there's a dime a dozen walking simulators on Steam, and some of them are okay, but a lot of them end in nothing. I've also noticed that every horror game has you eat pills. Like pills are number one. You'll see now that I've mentioned it. Yeah, you'll see it everywhere now that I've mentioned it. But every game wants you to eat the pills.
Not in Cry of Fear. Cry of Fear has you shooting up with needles.
That's
okay,
true.
Thank you very much.
It's true.
Wait. Did I play Cry of Fear? Is that the...
You did. I think you didn't like it.
I think Cry of Fear is an excellent horror game. It's one of my favorites. I've only played it once. I don't know if I'll play it again because it actually scares me.
The atmosphere in Cry of Fear is absurd. It is so scary.
Is that the one where you, like, the final fight is in a wheelchair?
Yes. Well, it depends. It depends on which ending. Depends on which ending you get. So it depends on. I think. But yes,
my favorite part about that one is it's free.
Yeah.
Definitely. You know what? Yeah, for a free game, that's definitely dated, and I think some of the voice acting is kind of funny if I remember right. But like, I played it all the way through and I enjoyed it. I think Pyrocynical had a big video on it that blew it up.
It is definitely. It is definitely an old game. It's dated for sure, but I think it is. It's a really good game though. I feel like the number of monsters. First of all, it's free and it's a long game for being free, and you have numerous locations, you have numerous monster designs, you have so many different weapons you can use. And the inventory management is a nightmare. So anybody that complains about inventory,
That's right. Oh yeah, I remember.
Anybody that complains about inventory management in a game, I'm like, you've not played Cry of Fear, and it shows because Cry of Fear is the worst. But yeah, I don't know. Cry of Fear is great. I would say in terms of games that I've played this year, though, oh my God, did I play Still Wakes the Deep this year, or was that last year? Trying to remember.
It's fine either way. I'm not really like we didn't do a horror episode last year, so it can work. We're good.
Still Wakes the Deep is fantastic. It's a great horror game, and the voice acting is superb. I was so impressed with the voice acting in that game, and it's Scottish, and so not only was the voice acting good, but it's just beautiful to listen to because of the Scottish accent. But it's a fantastic game. Another one that I played.
I'm gonna have to check this out.
Yeah,
I love deep sea horror more than anything else. Like Soma. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a very good game. I definitely recommend it. If you like Resident Evil, I would recommend. This is kind of it reminds me of Resident Evil, but not. You'll understand. I played this one last year for sure. My Friendly Neighborhood. It's kind of like...
That sounds super familiar.
It's kind of like Mascot Muppet Horror.
Oh, but I think I played a demo of this.
It's so good. It was so good. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah, I played the demo. You're like in the sewers with like an old decrepit puppet company or something. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. I think I remember playing the demo and wishlisting the new one when it came out.
Yeah, it was really good.
I'll keep an eye on that.
That was really good. I'm trying to think what other ones. I'm trying to think of what other ones. A lot of the ones I played this year were ones that came out years ago. Like I finally played Home Sweet Home. It's been on my wish list forever, and I finally got around to playing Home Sweet Home, even though that game came out a long time ago. I was a little bit disappointed because I didn't realize it was only episode 1.
Oh no, ew. I hate that.
Yeah. So that was unfortunate.
I think I played this demo. I must have. Yeah, I need to get back into streaming so I can go back to some horror games. Stop playing Guilty Gear and losing, which is the real horror for me.
That's too funny.
Oh.
I also played Madison recently, which again came out years ago.
But that one's good. That Madison is great.
It was good. It was good. I still like Visage more.
Yeah, same.
But it was good. It was okay.
What's that one series that I could not stand? You liked it. It's got the baby who runs into the wall. There's a point
Layers
where
of Fear.
Like,
Layers of Fear.
Layers of Fear. Yeah, that one was rough
I
for me.
remember
Sometimes like
you lost it when that happens.
Because it's so stupid. Like, I mean, it's well known that horror and comedy kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like, it's really easy to break one from one and enter the other. Hence, Barbarian and Weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
Which are, oh my God. Did you see Weapons?
No, I haven't seen Weapons yet.
Oh, get a group of friends and watch Weapons. Weapons is my favorite movie of the year, bar none.
I have to. I haven't gotten to watch that one yet.
Have you seen Barbarian?
Yes, I have. That one I did see.
Okay, it's the same director.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, same director, same vibes. Wonderful movie. I loved Weapons.
Yeah, it's on my list of movies I want to see for sure. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's actually funny because speaking of like, because you said it's made by the same director, and you were just talking about Layers of Fear, and Layers of Fear is made by Bloober.
Okay.
And did you know they're the ones that made Silent Hill 2 remake?
No, I still have not played that. I want to.
But it's crazy because a lot of people, myself included, I like Layers of Fear. I like their Blair Witch Project game. I generally like.
Oh yeah, no, that one is real good. The like where you have the dog. Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
That one was that was one of the first horror games I played on stream. I loved that game.
I like that game. A lot of people don't. I don't know that if it's super well in with the Blair Witch like mythology in general. like in with the films. But either way, I like the game. But a lot of people, self included, were not sure that Bluebird would be able to handle doing Silent Hill 2 remake because it's such a vast difference in what they normally make and what they create, and not just with the graphics, but also with they don't normally have games where there's combat.
Yeah.
So, but I was floored, absolutely floored by Silent Hill 2 remake. It was so good.
I'd have to assume they do okay because, like, yes, Silent Hill has combat, but nobody's ever been like, I play Silent Hill for the combat. That's not why you play Silent Hill.
No,
it's just a thing that's in there. Silent Hill games could be missing the combat and it'd be totally fine.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, I feel
for
like
the most part. I mean, yeah.
But I will say another thing about Silent Hill 2. I also forgot to mention this. I played Silent Hill 2 remake right after playing Until Dawn, and Silent Hill 2 remake was $10 more, and I was blown away by the vast improvement of the graphics because I just played Until Dawn and the graphics were so bad. And then I opened Silent Hill 2 remake and I got into the game and I was like, oh my god, this is gorgeous, this is amazing. I was floored.
It's
such
funny,
a drastic difference.
Because horror is one of those weird genres when it comes to graphics where it either has to look like super good or it has super very stylized.
Super jank.
Yes,
like analog horror.
Analog horror, like heavily pixelated. Like you have to do one or the other, because if it just looks kind of like okay, it ruins a lot of it.
I mean,
if it looks
go ahead.
If you don't have like the atmosphere to match it, is more what I mean.
That's
like the best way to do it. Because that's what happened with Until Dawn, was they messed up the lighting for it, which ruined a ton of the atmosphere for it.
Yeah.
So, and the easiest way to kind of do that is the graphics have to be very good with really good lighting to match everything, or you need a very stylized look to help you build that atmosphere.
Yeah.
There's the atmosphere, and then there's like, okay, so we were playing Luto last night. What happened last night that was like, there were some things that happened in that game that I was like, bravo. Just like, you could tell they knew what they were doing for certain scares and whatnot. Yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that. I was just thinking about how much I liked Luto.
I really want to play Luto.
Luto's one of those that it looks really, really good. Like the lighting's all on point. One thing that was super impressive, there's a sequence where like the hallway's completely dark, and the only way you know where you're going is just like these toy cars with the lights that blink on and off around you. And that's how you can see where you're going, is because they're like moving about around you, changing the lighting over and over and over again. And that's like stuff what I mean, where if you just have like a lit hallway, but you can see everything, it completely changes the mood of the entire scene.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Atmosphere is a huge, like a big important thing when it comes to horror, especially.
Yeah, it's very difficult to do right. And also with horror, like the amount of different types of games you can make with horror is kind of absurd. Like,
such a variety.
Yeah, the amount of the variety of different games that I've seen made with horror is a lot more difficult to do with other games. Like first person shooters, like I've seen horror games that are like RPG Maker that have been like super successful. On the likes with, Cry of Fear and also Amnesia too. It's very difficult to have that same success with some of these other genres, which sucks because it's still so niche.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely grown in recent years. Like horror is big money, especially with like Blumhouse and stuff. Like horror is big money at this point. In fact, horror movies are usually like surefire money makers. One, because they're so cheap to make, and two, because it's just something like being in a crowd of people watching. It's the same feeling you get, I guess, watching a streamer play it, where you're just enjoying the atmosphere with somebody else.
Yeah, well, that's part of like what I mean. Because do you guys remember the developer for oh gosh, what is it? Welcome to the Game, I think it's called.
Yes.
Yeah, they stopped making video games because the issue they had is they weren't selling any games because the only people buying them were like streamers and YouTubers, and people would just watch them play. Yeah. So their actual sales, despite the game being extremely popular, were very low.
I believe it.
I want to say that one of the reasons I do watch people play horror games, but I only watch them if, one, I already have played the game myself, or if I know it's a game for sure that I know I will never play.
Yeah.
Because there are some horror games out there. Like, I'm not a FNAF fan. I will watch Corey Kenshin play FNAF. I'll watch one of my favorite streamers play FNAF if they're playing it. But I personally, I don't find it interesting. To me, that just is not an interesting game for me to play. So I'll never play it. So there's no sense in me, whether I watch it or not isn't going to make a difference. But I don't like spoilers. So like Silent Hill F, it's so frustrating because I'm watching, there's people that I know that are playing Silent Hill F and I want to watch them play it and I'm like, but I don't want spoilers. So I have to stay away until later.
You gotta finish the game. Stop slacking.
I'm slow at games. Okay, I'm slow at playing games. I die a lot. I'm not good at gaming. I die a lot. I'm very bad at puzzles. I'm just bad at games.
No, you're not. No, you're not slow. You're just a connoisseur. You just like to savor the flavor.
I look for all the loot. Also, I will say my chat distracts me a lot too. So there's that.
Your chat is something else. I'm not gonna talk about it.
My chat is unhinged.
Yeah, a little bit, but that's all right. All their chats are unhinged at times.
Yeah. I was going to mention two comments. One other game that I did play this year that I do want to mention, Incantation. It was a really good game. I really like that one a lot.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
It's a Chinese horror game.
Ooh.
And I like a lot of the Asian horror games. They tend to be good, like Japanese, Chinese, Thai. Their games tend to be really good. I love Asian horror games a lot. And Incantation was really good. The other thing I wanted to...
Yeah, there's something...
Go ahead.
Go for it.
No, go ahead. You go.
I was just like, I'm a huge Junji Ito fan. I love all the Japanese folklore and, I love all folklore. I like folk, I listen to a lot of horror and short horror stories, a crazy amount of short horror stories, thousands and thousands of hours I've listened to. And I think folk horror is where it's really at, the ancient secret of the town. And, there's some about that that's just really, and Japan and a lot of Eastern countries do it real well. I guess it's just because they're ancient countries that have a lot more history in them.
Yeah.
No, you just reminded me of that game you played. It was part of one of the Dread X collections. It was like a World of Horror game.
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about? It was black and white.
No, I don't remember. And you're not talking about The Thing in the Lake, are you?
Yeah, The Thing in the Lake.
No, The Thing in the Lake is the worst goddamn game I've ever played in my life. The story is fine. Never played the game. It is like Meat Boy levels of frustration. It is not for the faint of heart. That's the scariest part, is trying to finish it. I love the Dread X collection. I can't believe there's no news of them doing more, and I think that one with The Thing in the Lake had my favorite visual novel, Sucker for Love.
It did,
the demo on it. Yeah. Oh, what a good game. Horror visual novels. I played a few of those. Cooking Companions was really good. And I don't really like visual novels because they get goofy. But yeah, Sucker for Love I love. Not The Thing in the Lake, though. Stay away from that. That's horrible.
Oh, that was a good time.
I was gonna also, I wanted to mention, not a game that I've played per se, but I've played part of the demo. I haven't gotten to finish the demo because I got into it and I was like, oh, this is a good demo. I want to play this on stream. And I was gonna play it on Friday, but I didn't get a chance to because I had to end stream early to help my brother. Whatever. It's called oh shoot. My brain just froze for a second. Dead Format. And the reason
I'll have to check these out. You should have sent me all these before, because then I would know what I'm talking about.
The reason I mentioned this demo is it starts out like you're going to your brother's house or whatever, and the game style looks like a typical horror game. You know, not super great graphics, but not, you know, bad, right? It's not like pixelated, but not
It's
average.
Stylized to be like, it looks like analog horror.
Hold on.
Yeah, there's a lot of analog stuff going on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is you find a videotape and you watch the videotape, and they say I think it's on Steam they say it, but I think it's also in the game they say it. Like the videotapes they make that are in the game is made by the devs. They made the videos. It's not like stuff they found online. It's not AI generated. They made this, and you find like this black and white silent film videotape, and you watch it, and then after you watch it, you end up in the game, in the video, basically. So then
that's cool.
The format now it goes from looking like a regular typical horror game to looking like you're in that black and white film. It is actually really interesting. And I was like, this would be really good to play on stream. And then I didn't get to play it on stream. So I do want to check out the rest of that demo. But
yeah, this is based on there used to be a thing called Video Nasties that like all of UK was against, and that was like fake snuff that like people would call. There was like a worldwide trying to get banned these like cheap VHS amateur videos that were going around as like underground. I don't know. People traded them back and forth.
Yeah.
And it was just like gross horror films. And it was a big deal. But yeah, no, this is based on that kind of looks like.
Yeah. I thought it was
that's super cool.
I thought it was different because I like one of the things I love about horror games is because we talked about how Kyler mentioned how you can have basically any kind of horror game. There's like you can have horror mixed with comedy, you can have like horror mixed with sci-fi, mixed with, you know, there's, you know, but I like how horror you like new things come up. Like they get creative. They like I've never seen a game like this where they have a video in the game. Now you do see that a little bit in some games like Amanda the Adventurer, where you have videos, you know, in the game and you watch the video in the game and it's actual real people that they've actually filmed that become part of the game. But with this demo that I played, you end up in the video essentially. So it's like the graphics look like you're in the video. It doesn't look like a video game. It looks like you're in the video. Yeah. It's actually really impressive. And so I was like, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's making me think of did you ever play Inscription?
I have played
I think Inscription is fantastic.
It's a really good game.
It's light horror, but it's still kind of horror. But there's a part where you're like watching videos of like I think it's the dev, I'm sure, doing all the acting himself. Yeah, that's a great game.
Yeah, it's a very good game.
Inscription.
Inscription's a great game.
We are losing time, but before that, is there anything coming up that you're keeping your eye on?
In terms of horror games?
No, in terms of action RPGs.
Smart ass.
CRPG.
Freaking smart ass. I'm trying to think. There are, I mean, like I said, the dead format, the demo I just played, that is definitely going to be on my list of things that I want to play. Because the demo was so good.
Yeah.
You know, I know. Go ahead.
Did you check out the one I sent you? What is it called? Ink or something? We saw it at the one of the game shows. Ill. Did you ever look at the trailer for Ill?
Oh, I didn't see that one. No.
Oh, you should look at that.
Okay, I'll have to look at that one.
Yeah, look at the trailer for Ill when you get a chance. That's one I want to keep an eye on.
I'm also looking.
That looks gnarly.
I'm looking forward to the Kojima horror game. Knock. Was it DD Knock or whatever?
Oh, OD Knock.
OD Knock.
With
there we go. OD Knock.
The girl from what's it called? Yeah, that trailer is. Oh, I'm so excited. I love PT.
Yeah,
PT is just. I cannot say enough good things about my experience with PT.
Yeah.
And to like actually, because I guess I call it like Visage was like a spiritual successor to PT in my opinion.
Yeah.
But to have an actual one done by the same person.
Yeah.
Because that's apparently that series. It's supposed to be a series, an anthology, and like this could be a rumor. I'm not sure, but like Kojima will do the first short horror game, then like Jordan Peele would do the next short horror game, and I'd be all for that. Like, that sounds fantastic.
I definitely am looking forward to it. I never got to play PT, the original PT, the official PT, because I never had a PlayStation. I've seen playthroughs of it, and I did play. There's a PT clone or whatever that was on itch.io. I did play that. But that's the closest I've come to actually playing it. But I saw the trailer for OD Knock, and I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I am too. Just because they were lighting the candles, and I'm like, oh, I remember that from Visage. Like that's what you did. I'm excited. I don't know when that comes out, but I want it. I also want to play Ill really bad. Ill had some crazy creature designs that I was on board for.
Also, another one that I'm looking forward to, I played the demo of recently, Reanimal.
Reanimal? God, I need to talk to you more because there's all kinds of horror stuff.
We saw a trailer for that.
I have like 300. No, I have like 200 plus games on my wish list. So.
Oh, jeez.
But I did play the demo for Reanimal. It's made by the same devs as Little Nightmares 1 and 2.
Oh, okay. Little Nightmares 3 came out, and I'm seeing some bad news there.
Yeah.
People did not.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. I haven't played it.
I didn't actually read the reviews, but
apparently it's issued with a lot of bugs in the game. I think they're related to, because in the new one, there's like another person that's supposed to be helping you. It's a co-op game, but if you don't have anyone to play it with you, it's like controlled by AI. And I guess it's having problems is one thing, but also people are just not really meshing with the story very well, is what I've heard.
Yeah. Apparently it's just, is this done by the same people as Little Nightmares 1 and 2?
No, I don't think so. No.
Oh, well, that'll do it. Yeah. Okay. It's because those are very like, those two are super unique.
Yeah.
In like, I don't know how to tell. I don't know how to say it, but like, I don't know of any games that are quite like Little Nightmares.
Yeah, Little Nightmares 2 especially is so good. They're both good.
Those are great. And then to just kind of seems like it's the same thing but much worse. So
yeah,
it's just all around worse, which is really unfortunate because everybody was looking forward to it.
But Reanimal is made by the same devs as Little Nightmares 1 and 2, and I played the demo and I really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Okay. All right.
And there's 2 other games that I'm looking forward to. Oh my gosh. One is called We Harvest Shadows. We Harvest Shadows. And I played that demo a while back, and that was really interesting. It's one where you
Sorry, it's a single player first person farming horror allegory.
It is. It is. You're like farming.
What is a farming horror? I mean, farms are scary. I've seen that. What was it, 1987 or 1890, whatever that horror movie Stephen King is.
Yeah, it's interesting. I remember thinking, what does that mean? But then I played it. I played the demo, and I was like, okay, I like this. I can get behind this.
Go
ahead.
Do you farm? It looks like a farming sim.
You farm.
You farm.
Yeah, you farm.
Oh.
You farm. You decide to move out to this house out in the middle of the country, to get away from like busy city life and whatnot. And you try to start up a little farm, and then things start happening around your house, and it's kind of like, is it safe? Is it safe here? I don't know if it's safe here.
All right.
So
what was the other one you were thinking of?
There's another one called, I played the demo of this one too. I'm looking forward to this, but not quite as much, because I want to see where it goes. But it's called I think it's Ayla, AILA. It's an abbreviation, AILA. And the demo of that was different. It was interesting. So I'm curious to see where it goes.
Horror.
Well, we watched the trailer for this somewhere. I remember the headset.
I'm seeing a whole lot of stuff happening. Oh, I remember this little girl. That looks familiar. Okay. All right, cool. Did you have any extra little horror tidbits you felt like mentioning before we mosey on out of here?
Not that this
in general.
Not that this needs plugged. Not that this needs plugged, because it's pretty popular now at this point, I think. But if anybody likes Halloween and likes the cozy atmosphere of Halloween and autumn, and not so much all the spooks and scares, there's a great game on itch.io called the Ghost Town Pumpkin Festival. and your character's a little ghost. Your character's a little ghost. You can give him a little hat, different little facial expressions. You carve pumpkins, you put them out in the world, but they also have like a parkour tower. They have a haunted hayride. They have a maze. They have a movie theater.
Is this Halloween Animal Crossing?
It's really fun. It's really fun. I will tell you, they've changed things up a bit this year. They added a movie theater, and if you actually solve the puzzles to the movie theater and get into the back area of the movie theater, it is scary. I legit got jump scared, and I legit died at one point. So it's not all easy peasy lemon squeezy. And they also have an escape room. So it's a lot of fun. They keep adding to it every year, and it's a lot of fun. So
beautiful. Yeah. Well, speaking of plugs, thank you so much for joining us. Where can everybody find you? What's your Twitch? When are you doing it? What are you playing?
I'm over on Twitch, Danniballectergraham. I know that's an absurdly long name. Sorry.
It's unique. It's good.
And I stream usually Wednesdays and Fridays, primarily horror. Currently working my way through Silent Hill F. So slowly but surely, we're getting there. That's it.
Beautiful. Well, awesome. Cool. You got any other little horror things, Kyler? You good?
I think I'm good.
Beautiful. Well, shoot, that was fun. I really enjoyed having you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Absolutely. If y'all have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them on the video or wherever you're listening to this. Drop 5 stars or a like. All that nonsense YouTuber crap, I gotta say. If you have any questions or comments you want to send us anonymously, giantenemycrabpod@gmail.com is where to find it. And yeah, cool. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, yeah.
Absolutely. We will catch you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.